Hello and welcome to Katrinas Creations. This is episode 437. Before we get started, what I am wearing is the Calaheo. It is a crocheted pattern. This is from Expression Fiber Arts. It is a very simple pattern. It's top down. It is a paid for pattern. When I got it, it was free. But it's basically half double crochets. You start at the neck, you keep getting wider till you get to the sleeves, then you just do the body and go back and add to the sleeves. Very simple pattern, and then I added this little shell stitch along the edge here and along the sleeves. And the yarn I used for this, I think, was Yarn Bee from Hobby Lobby. It's a cotton blend, so I'll get this closer so you can see it. So it's like in a crew color, and then it has, there you see, it has little speckles of other colors in it. So let's get started. I do have a finished object. So I finished, this was, I think it was called the All Seasons Tee. It's a free pattern on Lion Brand. I did make some modifications to it in that the top section here was a raglan, meaning it rolls, not a raglan. It was a rolled top of the neck, and I really didn't care for that, so I did put some ribbing on it. It's just a 1x1 ribbing to match the 1x1 ribbing on the bottom of the sleeves, and there you can see the raglan edge here. This was done in Summer Kiss, which is a discontinued Lion Brand yarn. I really am happy with this. I didn't realize it was going to be as comfortable as it is, but you can see it's got a lot of stretch to it. So I'm going to insert some video of me modeling it, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So here is the tee, and it fits really comfortably. It's got a lot of stretch to it, but yeah, it's very comfortable to wear. It turned out nicely. I am glad that I did the neckline along here. I like it much better than the rolled edges. And yeah, I'm real happy with how it turned out, and it's very comfortable to wear. It's a lot softer and more comfortable than what I expected it to be. So yeah, I'm real happy with this. When I was knitting it, I was afraid it wouldn't feel very soft when you wore it, because it's not soft, but it's not hard. It's not like scratchy or anything. It just has a crisp feel to it, but when you wear it, it's actually very, very comfortable. So real happy with that. So I finished that project, and then I have a bunch of new stuff, which I will get to in a minute, because I also, this is the second half of the Graceful. It's a top / poncho type of thing. It's one size fits all, and you just basically make it and seam it across here and seam it under the arms, and it fits kind of loosely, looser on some people than on me, but anyway, loosely, and then it has this edge to it here, which is like a cabled edge. And I am now all the way through 1.5 skeins. I've got one more skein to go, and then I will be sewing it together. So this is the second half. So yeah, I'm real happy with it. This is going to feel so soft to wear. It is super soft. This is a Knit Crate yarn that's of course no longer available, but yeah, it drapes so nice. It is silky soft. I think, in fact, I think it had some silk in it, but you can kind of see how fluttery this is going to look when I wear it. So yeah, real happy with it. So I'm about 3/4 of the way up the second half of this. Then I have some new projects. So I started another pair of socks, mainly because I wanted to try out the Knit Pro Zings that I got at the thrift store for like $1.80, I think it was. These are size 2, I think they're US 2s. They're basically like little metal toothpicks. And the yarn I am using, I got it from Mary Maxim. I think it's like baby, it's not Baby Twinkle, but it's, I forget what it is. But anyway, here is my socks. I'm doing 2 at a time. That's the back. I decided to get a little fancy and just put some yarn overs in the front. So it's just some eyelet over the front of it. And I'm improvising size-wise because when I did this pattern the last time, I had larger needles. So I did 60 stitches, 30 stitches per side. This one I've gone up to, because the needle is smaller, I've gone up to 70, so I have 35 on each side. And it fits great for my toes, but it's a little bit big on my foot portion, so I've been decreasing a little bit to make it fit better. I have narrow feet, but I have wide where my toes are. My ankles are narrow, my feet are narrow, but my feet where my toes are get wider. I have a funny little pinky toe that kind of sticks out a little funny. So yeah, so I need the wider around the toes. So that's what I've been working on with this. This is my take-along project that I can keep in my purse to work on. And then I started a sweater. If you remember, a few weeks ago I showed a Knit Picks haul where I got some Knit Picks Brava Recycle, and I also got some Brava Sport Weight to make some summer tees out of. That's what this is. This is the Brava Sport Weight. It's 100% premium acrylic, sold by Knit Picks, of course. It's a 2 weight, because it's a sport weight, and there's 340 yards per skein. The pattern I am using is called Centera, and it is a free pattern over on Ravelry. The lady's name is Audrey Borrego Designs. I will stick the link down here so you can check it out, because she really has some beautiful color works. It's all knitted work. She doesn't have any crochet. It's all knitted, but she has some absolutely gorgeous sweaters. A lot of them are color work. A lot of them have some really intricate designs on them, and for whatever reason she has made them all free. So I mean, there's like 20 or 30 patterns she's got over there. If you want to check them out, they're really pretty. I will stick a picture ahead of time of what this sweater is going to look like, because when I printed the pattern out, I didn't print the picture on the front so I could save some ink with my printer. I just printed the pattern itself, but I will insert a picture so you can see what it looks like. Now the construction of this sweater is different than any I have ever done before, because most of the time when I have, it's a top down, most of the time when you do shaping on the neck, it has you do it in the round. This time it actually has you do it flat. You're just going basically back and forth, and that's how you're shaping it, and then you join after some of the rows. I'm getting ready to the point where I'm going to be joining it. But look at this pattern. Is this pretty? And look at that. This is the top of the neck here, and then you're going to pick up stitches and do ribbing at the very end. But isn't that gorgeous? And then this is where the sleeves are. So if you're looking at it, these are the sleeves. That pattern I showed you is the back. Then you have the other sleeves, and then you have the other portion of the front. And when you join them, which is what I'm getting ready to do, so it would be like this, you're going to pick up some stitches here so that you maintain the same pattern along the front. So it's really a unique way of doing the short rows for the neck shaping. It's really neat. And I like how this yarn is defining everything. Look how crisp those stitches look. I'm real pleased with that. And again, like I said, you can see the back here. So yeah, this yarn is really nice to work with. I'm really enjoying it. And I'm enjoying a new technique that I've never done this way before. It does have raglan edges on the side, so you can see this right here. This is the raglan edge. It's not showing up as well right now, but right in here, this is where the raglan is. You're doing increases along all of this in here. So that's what I've been working on this week. What have you been working on? Now, if you missed yesterday's video, you can click the link right here and that will take you over to it. But I had yet another Knit Picks haul because all of like half of June and all of July, they've had some really good sales going on. And so I've been snapping up a lot of these sales, but this one was really, really good because this is Knit Picks Brava worsted. I got 8 skeins of this. And that's the color of it. It is called Cobblestone Heather. And I got this on sale for $1.99 a skein. There are 218 yards per skein, and I have 8 of them. And then they were also having free shipping when I bought it. So I basically paid $16, got 8 skeins of yarn and free shipping delivered to my door. So, like I said, if you missed yesterday's video, I'm asking your opinion on which cardigan I should make. I have 2 different patterns that I'm looking at. One is a non-buttoned, it just stays open cardigan that I saw over on Expression Fiber Arts. The other one is like what they call a swing cardigan, where it's kind of gathered up top. There's like 2 or 3 buttons and then it hangs open. It tends to be very figure flattering because I do have another sweater. I have a short sleeve sweater that's kind of cut the same way. So anyway, if you haven't already, check that video out and put your vote in for what cardigan I should make, and I will be announcing it next week and let you know which one we're going with at this point. So this Friday's video, actually this Friday and next Friday's video, my mom has been cleaning things out at her house and she gave me a couple of items, and I'm going to show you. I know what they are, but I'm going to show them to you and I want you to guess and stick down in the comments below if you know what they are. The first one is this item. Comes apart here, and I just took it apart. Okay, there we go. Yeah, this is the first item. And item number 2 is this. And it does, if I do it without hurting myself, it does open up and you can see these little spiky things come out. These are both used with crochet. Just a little hint. So yeah, if you know what they are, put a comment down below and let me know what you think they are. Friday's video, I am going to be showing you what this is and doing a tutorial for it. And then next Friday, we're going to do this. And I did this years ago. about that much. So yeah, we'll be learning this together. So yes, the next 2 weeks will be tutorials on vintage crochet objects. So yeah, that's what the next couple weeks are going to be about. So now it's time for, let me get my cheat sheet out here. Got my little notes. So all of the links to the sales that I talk about are down below in the description box. If you click the little bold word more, it will open up and it's all listed alphabetically. And if there's a coupon code, I write it next to it as well. So you don't have to try to remember things. So we have Mary Maxim, 25% off of all Afghan and blankets. And they also have Premier Parfait Chunky on sale, which is what I use for making my amigurumi. They have it on sale for $3.99 right now. So that is Mary Maxim. Lion Brand. Lion Brand has 30% off of select yarn, including their Pound of Love. If you know what Pound of Love is, it is a full pound of yarn. They have 30% off of that as well. You do need to use a coupon code JULBRR30 in order to get that 30% off. And that sale ends Monday at 9 a.m. So it ends Monday, the 28th of July. Lovecrafts, they have their big summer sale going on for the remainder of this month, and they keep adding new items to it, so it changes daily, but they have a big summer sale going on. Knit Picks, they have Brava Sport Weight, Worsted Weight, and Bulky in the solid colors, all on sale for $3.99 per skein. Now, like I said, I got this for $1.99, but that was like they were running a very special sale when I got that. It's normally, I think, $4.99, not positive, but they have it all. All of the solids are right now marked at $3.99, so that is Knit Picks. And then we have Premier Yarn, and over in their clearance area, they have puzzle yarn, they have Premier Fruits yarn, and they also have some of their anti-pilling yarn over in their clearance section right now. But here's something interesting though. They just yesterday brought out a new yarn. Now, if you're familiar with Premier Parfait Chunky, which, like I mentioned, I use that for my amigurumi, they have come out with a new parfait. It's called I'll get this right yet. Premier Parfait Plush. It is thicker than the Parfait Chunky, but it's not as thick as the Parfait XL. So it's kind of a mid-range. It's still a number 6 weight yarn. They have it in 30 colors. This is, like I said, a brand new yarn to them. So again, it falls between the Parfait Chunky and the Parfait XL. So 30 colors. There's 170 yards per skein. It is currently $7.99 per skein. But here's the other interesting thing with it. Like I said, it is a number 6 weight yarn. So you could still use the Parfait Chunky with it as well. They have a ton of patterns that they've just released, and they're all free for a bunch of amigurumi stuff. So if you want to go over to check out Premier Yarn's Parfait Plush, check out the patterns as well, because like I said, they've got a ton of amigurumi patterns right now for a bulky 6 weight yarn, whether you use it for the new yarn or you use it with the Premier Chunky or you use it with something else. But there is a bunch of free patterns over there to check out. Yeah, I just happened to scan through them, but I'm gonna go back and look at it a little closer after I finish videoing this. I have a hard time talking today. Yeah, so I can check it out a little bit further, but again, that is Premier Yarns. So those are the sales that I know about. If you haven't already, please consider clicking that little subscribe button down below, because we are only 27 people away from hitting the next 100 subscribers, which means we will do a yarn giveaway whenever we hit that. So if you've liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. It really does help the video to be recommended and pushed to show to other people. So it helps me out a lot, and it doesn't cost anything, so we appreciate thumbs up. So that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again on Friday when we figure out what to do with this little thingy. So bye everybody.